The apartment above hers was supposed to be empty. No tenants, no furniture. The landlord said it hadn't been rented in months. So why did Sarah hear footsteps every night at exactly 2:13 a.m.? And why did those footsteps stop the moment she stood under the ceiling, as if whoever was up there was listening back? This is the night she found out she was never alone. Sarah Courtney moved into her new apartment at the end of August. Top floor, cheap rent, quiet neighborhood, perfect for a fresh start after ending a long, abusive relationship. The building was old, but not run down. 6 apartments, mostly elderly tenants. Her landlord, Mr. Abele, told her something that gave her peace. The unit above you, vacant, has been for months. You'll love the silence. The first night was calm. The second night wasn't. At 2:13 a.m., she woke up to a slow, heavy dragging sound overhead, like furniture being pulled across the floor. She checked her clock, listened again. The sound moved from one end of the ceiling to the other and stopped right above her bed, but she brushed it off. Old buildings crack, pipes shift. She forced herself back to sleep. The next night, again at 2:13 a.m., footsteps. Slow, deliberate, pacing. She sat up, whispering to herself, "Empty apartment, my foot." In the morning, she caught her neighbor, old Mrs. Dabo, in the hallway and asked, "Is someone living upstairs?" Mrs. Dabo paused. Too long. Her eyes dimmed. "No," she said quickly. "No one. Forget the noise." But the way she said it, like she did know something but refused to speak, made Sarah uneasy. That night she recorded the sound on her phone. The audio captured footsteps, a heavy thud, then whispering, but not words, just a soft, breathy mumble. She replayed it several times. The whispers never sounded the same twice. The next day, she confronted the landlord. "There are noises upstairs, footsteps. Someone's in there." His expression tightened. "That's impossible." "Then open it," she said. "Prove it." He hesitated, then agreed. They climbed the stairs, reached the door. He unlocked it. The apartment was empty, and not the "someone just moved out" empty. It was dust-thick, cobweb in the corners empty. No footprints, no signs of life, no furniture to drag. But one thing stood out. The window was slightly open, with 4 long scrape marks on the sill, like nails had dug into it. Her landlord quickly shut the window. "Probably kids, birds, anything," he muttered. But birds don't leave human nail marks. Before Sarah left, something caught her eye. A small, child-sized handprint on the inside of the dusty door. The landlord brushed past her, locking the place again, pretending not to notice. That night, the sounds returned, but not at 2:13. This time, they started earlier. She was brushing her teeth when she heard it. A thud, then another, then rapid footsteps, like someone running. She froze. The footsteps sprinted from one end of the ceiling to the other, stopped directly above the bathroom, then continued down the hall, toward the part of the ceiling above her front door. She opened the door and looked upstairs. Nothing. As she stepped back inside, she saw it. A shadow, standing in the corner of her living room. Humanoid, still, tall. She blinked, and it was gone. But the cold feeling it left behind stayed. The next morning, Mrs. Dabo knocked on her door. Her hands trembled. "You heard it, didn't you?" she whispered. Sarah nodded. Mrs. DeBow glanced around to make sure no one was near. That apartment, the one above you, people don't stay in it. Not long. Every tenant leaves within a month, some in days. Why? Sarah asked. Mrs. Darboh swallowed hard. Because whatever lives there isn't alive. She shut the door before Sarah could ask more. Sarah stood frozen, heart racing. If it wasn't alive, then what was it? That night, she placed baby powder across her bedroom floor before sleeping. If something comes in, I'll know. At exactly 2:13 a.m., she woke up gasping. Not because of noise, but because her room smelled like earth, wet soil. She sat up. Her heart dropped. In the powder on the floor were footprints, but they were bare, small, child-sized. They led from her closet to the foot of her bed, then back toward the door. The closet door was half open. She had closed it before sleeping. She grabbed her phone, hands shaking, and pointed the flashlight toward the closet. Inside was a stack of old newspapers, but one had fallen face up. The headline read, "Missing child found dead in apartment building." Date, 12 years ago. Location, same building. Apartment, the one upstairs. Her blood ran cold. She searched the child's name online. The story was chilling. A little girl named Amma, age 7, went missing. Found 3 days later in the empty apartment above Sarah's. No forced entry, no suspect, case unsolved. Neighbors reported hearing strange noises for months afterward. Amma's family moved away. The apartment remained mostly vacant. Sarah whispered to herself, "Is that who I'm hearing? A child's ghost?" But something wasn't adding up. Ghosts don't leave fresh footprints. Ghosts don't whisper in different voices every night. Ghosts don't pace the ceiling like they're waiting for something. That evening, Sarah decided she was done being afraid. She went upstairs alone. She placed her ear to the door. Nothing. She pressed her forehead against it and heard breathing on the other side. Slow, deep, human. She stepped back instantly. Someone was inside. She ran downstairs and called the police. 2 officers arrived, forced the door open. The apartment was empty, but there were signs someone had been living there secretly. A sleeping bag hidden inside the wall cavity, food wrappers, a bucket of water, a small radio, and a notebook filled with drawings of Sarah. Her face, her door, her bedroom window, sketch after sketch after sketch. Police searched the building and found a hidden crawl space in the attic. Inside was a man, dirty, wild eyes, non-verbal, thin like he hadn't eaten well in weeks. He had been living inside the walls, using the upstairs apartment as his nighttime space. He watched tenants, listened to them, moved through vents, followed routines. The police later discovered he was Amma's uncle, a mentally unstable man who disappeared after her death. He believed the apartment still belonged to her, and anyone who moved in was replacing her. He had been living above and around people for years without being caught. As the police dragged him out, he locked eyes with Sarah. He whispered, "She liked you. That's why I stayed quiet." Sarah avoided the apartment ever since. Within a week, she moved out of the building completely. But sometimes, at night, she swears she still hears footsteps at 2:13 a.m., even in her new place. Soft, childlike footsteps, almost as if Amma is still trying to warn her. Stories like Sarah's remind us of something important. You never truly know who shares your walls. So here are quick safety tips to protect yourself. 1. Trust unusual patterns. If noises repeat at the same time every night, it's not random. Pay attention. 2. Report anything that feels off. Landlords can dismiss concerns, but police don't. 3. Inspect your home regularly. Check closets, vents, crawl spaces, and attics. Hidden spaces attract hidden people. 4. Secure windows and add door sensors. Cheap alarms can alert you to movement in any room. 5. Listen to your instincts. Your body senses danger before your mind understands it. Don't ignore that feeling. If you want more real-life inspired stories, mysteries, and survival lessons, subscribe for more true crime stories that keep you aware, alert, and safe. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next episode. Stay safe out there. You never know who might be closer than you think.